Wow, I'm impressed. Oh, baby. I just hit the pavement. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We're doing the Diamond DA50 from Aerobask. Again, pre-release. This plane will be available this coming week, I believe. And today's copy is a beta copy. Good morning, Dogo DR. Spawning Salmon 43. D-Money's 327 with the subscribe. 47 months. That's a long time. We got Snackless Kerbal, or Snackless Kerbal. Good day. Welcome, welcome. Steven 9975. Mr. Tommy Mixer with the sound advice. Taylor 114, good morning. And I have not heard, they may have said something. I don't know. I'm thinking that it should be fine, being that it's just scenery. So, but who knows? We'll find out. I'm assuming we'll know soon. Good morning. Camera's working. Webcam is working. Potbelly's working. We're going to go from John Wayne Airport. Snack Air bought a Diamond aircraft. We now own a Diamond. They don't have the DA50 in FS economy. So we have the next best thing, which is the Diamond DA40. We did a run yesterday and it seemed to be fine with regard to the aliasing. So we're going to relocate this aircraft today. And we're going to take it from John Wayne up to Las Vegas today. And then from Las Vegas, we're going to continue on to Mesquite. One of my favorite places to golf on the planet is Mesquite, Nevada. Just on the Arizona border. Really, really nice golf course there called Wolf Creek. And there's 8 other golf courses that are fantastic in the general area. Or maybe 6 or 7. Anyway, thank you for joining. I am going to go ahead and log into FS Economy. Cheers. that looks frosty, delicious at 9:30 in the morning. And there's the golf course emote, of course. But of course, the day is not complete without. That's him disconnected. We do need a just to get us going. We need one of these emotes. Just to get the morning started. Iowa Scatsman, good morning. Jury is still out on my headset that I'm using here. I just don't think it sounds nearly as good as this one. I probably shouldn't do this, should I? Because I probably shouldn't compare live. That would be bad, because then we'd realize how good that thing was and how not so good this thing is. But it's a headset, and I don't, because I'm starting this VAT sim training for control. I think it'll be handy to have a headset and not have to be near the mic all the time. We had a question in chat. The question is, John, what GPU are you using these days? I have a NVIDIA 3080 Ti, and it's the EVGA 3080 Ti. It's fantastic. I love it. I paid a lot of money for it, though. I paid $1,600, but that was a while ago when prices were actually a little bit higher. But I was happy to get that. Um, Torres Bama, how you doing? Yes, it is. That is correct. You are very spot on correct. This is X-Plane 11. Or 13 if you want to just call it that, because, you know, that's the way I fly. I'm 2 versions ahead of reality. All right, we're logged into F as Economy. Today's route, let me just show you on the iPad. Let's bring up the... Yeah, it's not a bad GPU. I can't complain. I kind of want another one for the PC that's across the hallway here, because I have a 1080 Ti in that one, and there's just a few things I'd like to try. All right, we've set up the air server now, so this is it's just a copy of my ForeFlight on the iPad. So we're going to take the Muscle 8 departure out of John Wayne, and we are on VATSIM, but there's no ATC online at the moment. And if we click on the Muscle 8 and we do a show plate, you can see here that this is a departure where we take off from 20 right. 20 left is generally the GA runway, but this departure is not allowed to go off of 20 left. So 20 right, we climb heading 196, or the John Wayne localizer south course to the 1 DME fix, so 1 mile from the localizer. We search for the Seal Beach radial 118, and then we do not a turn toward the VOR, but a left turn to 177, which is just slightly off of runway heading here. And then we get a vector to the Muscle waypoint, which is right here, which is not to scale there. We're going to be doing the Daggett transition. So from over the Muscle intersection on the Seal Beach radial 150, we're going to go to the Seal Beach VORTAC, and then we're going to take the Seal Beach radial 22 to Pomona VORTAC, and then on the Pomona radial 33 to the Gardy intersection, and on Daggett radial 214 to the Daggett VORTAC. So we could do all of this with VORs, it looks like, because there's lots of VOR action going on. As far as our arrival, we're going to be doing the Creso 5 into Las Vegas from Daggett, and we come down to Chinatown, and we'll probably, we'll figure out what the weather is en route, but yeah, can't see any weather down here either, but that is pretty slick. Unfortunately, when I'm showing the iPad on Air Server to my iPad, the stream slows down quite a bit. As you can see there, that's a PowerPoint slide on when I have this going. I'm almost thinking we could probably change something in here with regard to display. Optimize high quality. Wonder if maybe we could go 1080. Google Cast low latency. We don't need that. Turn single. Post processing. Advanced. Let's apply that. Okay, now if we go back to the aircraft. Yeah, still PowerPoint for you guys. So That's really just for planning, and once we're done with that, then we close that, and then we're back to. That's not PowerPoint anymore, right? Yeah. At least I don't think it is. We're gonna exit Air Server, and then yeah, we should be good to go on the frames there. Okay, so 1080 is a good one too, but that 1080 is sick too. Yeah, the 1080 actually has stood the test of time. I mean, given the fact that I bought it 5 years ago, and it's worth probably is more than what I paid for it right now. Uh, and it still keeps up with a lot of the games. Speaking of games, Flyboy and I recently have become very keen on Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've never played, believe it or not, I've never played Zelda in my entire life, ever. And I know it was very popular back in the 80s, in the late 80s on the NES or on the Nintendo. I never played it. Never played it. So many people played it. I never did. So anyway, he earned enough money and enough allowance and he sold some artwork to me. I think I told you guys. And between all of that, he ended up getting Breath of the Wild for his Nintendo Switch. And we were playing it yesterday, and I'll tell you what, I kind of like that game. I'm kind of impressed by it. Yeah, it's just I don't think I'll be streaming it anytime soon. Although it wouldn't a few cocktails and stream some Zelda. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, BOTW is so good. Breath of the Wild, it is. It just really looks good. It looks good. It's fun. It's. I just learned how to cook. I just learned how to swing a dead skeleton arm at someone. It's amazing. All right, back to the Aerobask Diamond DA50. We're going to come down here and we're going to turn on the electronics master. I am running on a 43-inch 4K TV. And I'm not kidding when I say that my hand is the size of the PFD, like even at this zoom out angle. Let's do the AV master. It's newer stuff. I don't know how old Breath
system test. Okay.
I don't know how old Breath of the Wild is. In fact, if someone wants to Google it, try it out. Yes, you can turn off the free castering nose wheel on this plane. And you can do it two ways, Joe. You can do it through the menu.
TCAS test. Pass.
I think they reverse it, so it's free caster nose wheel realistic. You can turn it off, but I think if I hit the letter N on my sim, it toggles that box anyway. But I'll take that off because you can bind, for the nose wheel steering to a key, if that makes sense. Cajun Cacti, good morning. You finally got a new rig with the RS80 Extreme Big 4 slot card. Wow. Nice, Dogo. How are you liking it? Are you getting some good frames? Throwing random ingredients together to see what happens is half the fun. Wish you could save recipes somewhere though. That reminds me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I have to figure out the recipe that the old guy wants in order to take his coat. I have learned that you get the spicy peppers to battle the cold, but anyway. Yeah, I also dislike the free castering, and you sent me the free castering fix for the Torque Sim SR22, and that was awesome. Cajun Cacti, just lots of stuttering with ground vehicles. I think that's I think you're seeing what I'm seeing, I think. But I think you said that just next to the plane. Looks great on my desk. Haven't had time to finish the setup. Very nice. Well, take a picture. Let's see the process. Conswator, how you doing? Is there an X-Plane category on Twitch? I don't know. If there is, I I wonder how many people are there. How many people are there? Actually, I think there's more than one. All right, let's go up here and we're gonna do click on flight plan. And by the way, you can do this from this cool console. For those that didn't catch it yesterday, watch this. Boop. You have a keypad that controls your G1000 right there. And you can change it from PFD to MFD. You can change comms and everything. I just think that's a very nice touch. All right, so we're going to choose procedure. And we're going to rotate to departure. And we're going to choose the muscle 8. And we'll load the muscle 8. We're going to be doing the Daggett transition. I'll make that control 1. So we hit enter on Daggett and we load that up. That looks fantastic. Take our cursor in here, rotate the outer knob down. And after Daggett, we're going to go to the Cresso 5. So if we do procedure, arrival, and we do, it thinks our arrival is on John Wayne though. So let's do flight plan. And we're going to change this to Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra. Las Vegas. And then after we do that, we'll delete this SNA that I want to clear that. Yeah, we'll clear that. There we go. Okay, now we can do arrival. And it's no longer called McCarran. I don't know. What are your opinions? They changed the name of the Las Vegas airport from McCarran International to Harry Reid. I am not a fan of that change. I don't know. Harry Reid, great person, whatever. Maybe I don't agree with all of his politics, but not a bad guy. But is he worthy of the airport name? I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Yeah, it'll always be McCarran. It'll always be Candlestick, right? Am I right? We've got V2 plus 10. How are you doing? I am using the Bose. It's called the Bose QC35-2 gaming headset. Yeah, Bose Quiet Comfort 2 gaming headset. It doesn't sound nearly as good as my SM7B microphone, but it sounds okay, right? It's okay. That looks like James Bond hidden console. Does it rotate? Does it rotate the registration number too? Of course. And in fact, if you do a certain combination, Dave, it opens up inside and there is a secret decoder ring inside of the keyboard. There are 7 streamers on the X-Plane channel right now. Oh. How many are on the Microsoft Flight Simulation channel? It will always be McCarran. Yeah, Crazy Humpy, we agree on that. Should be called Rat Pack Airport. Actually, that's not a bad idea. The mic is pretty amazing, I reckon. Okay, I was running the microphone through Banana Voice Meter, or Voice Meter Potato, actually. And I added a little bit of bass to it, right? But I had some big problems with Banana Meter, or Voice Meter Potato yesterday. It mic sounds good for a headset mic. Okay, well that's good to know because, yeah. There's the Cresso 5. We're going to hit Cresso 5. Daggett transition. Load that up. Whoa. There's an earthquake going on in SoCal. Did you guys see that? That was That was cool. All right, flight plan. Sinatra International Airport. I would be down with that as well. I'd even be down with Copperfield International Airport, or I don't know, naming stuff after politicians. It's just so vain. It's just so vain. They should have had a vote, actually. Yep, they should have had a vote, and it should have come out as like, Tupac International or something. That's a known bug in LRG 1000, the map jiggle. That's the first time I've seen it. I've never seen that. More people know Sinatra than Reed. Absolutely. Yep. Now Mike Reed, I know Mike Reed. Do any of you know Mike Reed? Lost Wages Airport with the Hangover Concourse. I would take Lost Wages Airport. I think that would actually be fantastic. Is that the EPWS, the Earthquake Prediction Warning System? JSnap, I'm almost positive you will one day have a shared flight profile for this Diamond DA50. I know that you guys have a list of aircraft to work on, and I'm sure this one will be submitted in time. But thank you for your shared flight work. I need to do another flight with Nathan or others, maybe Iowa, Scotsman. I don't know who Riley Reed is, actually. Is that like some sort of pawn star, like pawn shop star? Okay, we're good there on that. Let's go ahead and go engine master on. Ah, okay. Yep, haven't heard of said person. Patrick Reed? Yep, Patrick Reed. Yes. Okay, electric master on. Oh, one thing we do want to do is we want to turn on the fuel. Rotate that fuel knob and hit the engine start. Not bad, not bad. We'll turn on the position. And we'll turn on the taxi light, get that going. We're going to turn on the alternators. Right there. FADEC is on auto. I'm going to rotate my altitude knob on my hardware to reflect an eastbound departure. I think well, let me turn down, let me put in my noise canceling headphones. Listen to this again. Listen to the cups go onto the ear in the sim. Listen to this. I'm going to turn it up. Just what? Turn it up. Turn it up. Listen to this. Isn't that cool? Little muffle. Little ear muffle action. Oh, I get entertained by simple pleasures. So, oh, Patrick Reed does. Don't cheaters get thrown out of Vegas though? Just need to reinstall a bunch of stuff into the new X-Plane installation you're working on, says Iowa. Yeah, it's always a constant tweaking of the sim for sure. All right. One more time back to the air server because I wanted to look at the minimum en route altitudes. So forgive me as I bring the ForeFlight back. Embedded ball drops and others. Yeah, he doesn't have the biggest fan base right now. But you know what? Some of those issues I don't think it's a big deal, and some of them are a bigger deal than others. The big problem I had with him was, I mean, VJ Singh had a bigger cheating scandal for sure. But the thing that bugged me is when in 2014 when Patrick Reed came out and said, I'm one of the top 5 players in the world. Even if you are one of the top 5 players in the world, you don't say it. When you're number 1 in the world, you don't even say it. I'm number 1 in the world. You don't do it. You just you let your clubs do the talking. All right, I'm going to change this to IFR low, and we're looking for a minimum en route altitude. Okay, so there is our minimum en route altitude. What happens if I do this? Ooh, look at that. So as you can see, it's 10.7 in that direction and 11.5 in that direction. But because we're going eastbound, or not, yeah, eastbound, we have to go at an odd altitude. So what is my cruise altitude for this MEA? That is the question. That's pretty cool that it has that. Alright, we'll come down here and we will stop the mirroring. Boom. Close the air server down. We're getting close to taxi. Put in a notch of flappy flaps. Check our VATSIM. One thing that we'd better do is file a flight plan on VATSIM just in case we get controllers that come on. So if I come over here to SimBrief and I go to the dispatch system, we're living for those simple pleasures and a good landing rate. Exactly. That's the number 2 player in the world's job to to say, yeah, he's number 1. Exactly. Okay, my flights. We're gonna choose SNA to Las Vegas, and then we'll use current time. Yep, boom, boom, boom. Generate the flight. And then I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and we're going to pre-file on the VATSIM network. I need to change this call sign to November 572 Delta, and it's a Diamond DA50. And there's our equipment code. Our altitude will be... None of you guys figured out the altitude for me. Did any of you figure out the magic number based on that? Before I give it away? Anyone? Anyone? 757 Spy. I enjoyed your stream yesterday, and I thought you inspired me to break out the FlyJ Sim soon on stream. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fly that 7.2 and that 7.3 in the sometime in the month of March or early April. The other thing though is you made me realize. Well, I'm IFR, Joe, so I'm IFR. The other thing you made me realize is I need to do a nighttime flying stream, because as we know, X-Plane looks fantastic at night, and your stream looked great. And yeah, that was pretty cool. So thank you for streaming not only FlyJ Sim, but VATSIM, VATLove. Love it. Thank you. Nope, it'll be 12,000. You can't go eastbound at 12,000. So the minimum en route altitude is 11.5. In order to go IFR eastbound, you have to go to 13,000. So we're going to put in 13,000, and then we're going to file a flight plan. Hat Trick Co, good day. Dave says, I think I have the most fun with the FlyJ Sim airplanes. That 737 is so fun, and the Q400 is a favorite. That's another thing that I have on the schedule is the Q400. Okay, so hopefully we have a flight plan that is filed. So let's go down here to our transponder, and we're going to put in a code of 2,000. Don't we put in 2,000? I think we put in 2,000 when we're not under control. And then we click transponder, and then we click altitude reporting. Yep, sure enough, our mode C is now on. All right, pitot heat is coming on. Fuel is low, but we're about to change that because we're going to click start flight. There we go, 42 gallons of fuel loaded onto the aircraft, and FS Economy is happy. So let's release the parking brake. Oh, probably should release something else. Alright, oh, one more thing. Let's tune to 122.8. So if we come down here, oops, 5, 8, you can see here, I'm going to rotate my hardware knob to get 122.8, and then I'm going to swap that. There we go. John Wayne traffic, Diamond, November 572 Delta, departing signature for a taxi to 20 right via Alpha Hotel Charlie, hold short 20 left. John Wayne traffic. When do they release this plane? I heard, and I can't, this is not a confirmation, but I heard it will be this week. This coming week. This is a good looking John Wayne. I can't remember whose John Wayne this is though, because I think I own 2 different payware John Waynes, and then a freeware John Wayne. No, maybe 2 freeware John Waynes. I can't remember which one was this. Does this have the ground flight idle throttle position? Let's take a look. It's got ground idle, yep. The default SNA in X-Plane 11 is real good. Yes, I would agree with that. Yep. I think this might be Skyline. Does Skyline make a John Wayne? It might be Skyline. All right. I'm going to take a picture of my hand in front of the cockpit here. I wonder if that even gives like a reference to how big this screen is. Maybe not. Do you still use FS Economy, John? I would say probably 70% of my flights are on FS Economy lately. And we're doing an FS Economy flight right now for a little company I know called Snacker. John Wayne traffic, Diamond 572, Delta, green and silver, Diamond DA50. We're crossing 20 left at Lima. We'll hold short 20 right, John Wayne. Yes, I think we need to schedule it. The question is, can I do it while out of pocket? Probably. Alright, I'm going to turn off the taxi lights. What looks good for your schedule, Mr. This URL Not Found? Landing lights are on. I think we're good to go. Oh, barrel. Let's set barrel. The barrel at the moment is 3012. 3012. As far as my calendar is concerned, probably the 25th. Yeah, maybe the 25th. You need to reapply? Reapply to FS Economy? Oh, that sad day. Did the HR catch up with you? By the way, Iowa Scotsman, do you know about the 5 rule? If you have a fiery 5 next to your name, you don't even have to go on the wait list. It's like instant approval. It's like a frequent flyer mileage program. John Wayne traffic, Diamond 572 Delta, green and silver, DA50, entering runway 20 right for a straight out departure. John Wayne. Carl Q, how you doing? Good morning. That is correct. Hat Trick just asked on for poker. Okay. Maybe, yeah, no checklist, Buddha. No, there's an emote for no checklist. One of the who has that no checklist emote. All right, here we go. Good morning, Will Rising. Got my noise canceling Bose headphones on. Here we go. Airspeed very much alive. Don't over torque. And there is 70 knots. And rotate. In fact, I'm not sure what you'd rotate a DA50 at, to be honest.
Enjoy your flight.
Let's go gear up. Get the cursor on the right sim. Pitch up a little bit more. And fly by. Okay, we do that slight turn. That slight turn off to 177 degrees. Flaps are clean. And we're kind of pitching up a little bit high. There's the 177. Flatten out. Pitch up here. Okay, now I'm going to sync up my heading bug. Turn on my autopilot. Go to heading mode for the moment. And do a flight level change. And I'm going to rotate my hardware knob. We're going to climb at 105 up to our altitude. We're then going to switch to, we're going to go direct, let's see, flight plan. We're going to rotate, we got a direct muscle from, and then we have to click nav. Okay, so there's a direct muscle. He had a checklist emote. No, I think it was a no checklist emote. It literally was a no checklist emote. Yep. Okay, sounds are down. Looks like a typical SoCal morning. If I go here and I turn the haze down even more, doesn't look so typical. SoCal's got to have a little bit of fog, right? Just there a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we're on our way out to Muscle. Traveling through 2,600, 800 feet per minute, 105 knots. Yeah, I do like, yeah, yeah, exactly. Aerobask be spoiling us for sure. What do you mean by the ground attitude is kindly wrong, though? What do you mean? Actually, turns out I don't have synthetic vision on. I wonder if that is something that I can turn on. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna post on the disc. Your ground attitude is always bad. That's why I'm spending so much time in the air. Amen, brother. I need to rotate my altitude back up to 13 though. There we go, 13. And we're gonna be making a turn here. Let's go ahead and simulate ATC giving us a direct Seal Beach. So we'll rotate that. We'll go direct and activate. There we go. Right turn going to Seal Beach. The nose is so massive on this plane as it sits 2 to 3 degrees nose up. It's hard for you to see. It's hard to see ahead of you. This seems to be sitting nose down. Yeah, so obviously I can adjust my angle. I could be like a short person, medium person, or like right there. I'm definitely in favor of sitting up high. All right, we should be going direct Seal Beach now. I'm gonna go. I thought this plane wasn't built IRL yet. I think they built. Didn't they build one? I thought they built one. I thought I saw on. I thought I saw on YouTube that they had built one, but I could be completely high. I just posted in the Discord for the March 25th date. See how people feel about March 25th. There are a couple prototypes for testing. It literally just got its certification. So if it's got its certification, doesn't that mean that it's been built? Okay. Oh, there is a show plane. Okay. I'm still kind of shocked that it's 1.5 million. Let's see if our direct, if we do another direct, is it going to tighten up our track here? Yep, it is, because we were just off by just a hair. And we're at 5,000, almost 6,000 feet now. And we're going to have to come up with some games to fulfill the cruise time to Vegas, because this is going to be a lengthy fight. And do me a favor, this URL not found, since you won the grand prize of this plane. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you didn't win the real plane in the real world. You won the Aerobask version. I don't know if you knew that, but when it comes out and they release the price, be sure to don't do it beforehand, but be sure to message me saying, "Yo, John Fly, acknowledge the follower and give him his plane." That way I can remember to allocate said funds your direction. And probably gift certificates in the form of gift certificates. I think we're approaching $6,000 given away on the channel through the org store. We're getting very close to 6,000, which is awesome. All right, there's 7,000. Definitely getting into a little bit of visibility issue. I flew Fullerton to Carbon Canyon in the C90 yesterday. That was a long flight. Where is Carbon Canyon? 1.5 million doesn't look like it can handle a couple of friends and golf clubs. It could handle, yeah, it could handle. I think that doesn't the DA62 handle a lot more? Yeah, so it's just a four. No, actually, it's a 5-seater. I didn't even think about that. It's a 5-seater. So it'd be a tight 5, but hey. And then, yeah, maybe you have to. If you're taking luggage, you probably need to ship sticks, your clubs, or rent your clubs. Yeah. I bet in this plane will be around $50 or less. I would say that I would say you're pretty close. If I had to guess, I would say no more than I would say between 55 and 65 is my guess. That's just a guess though. I have no information one way or the other. It's in Utah? Okay. No luggage rack. Maybe putt-putt instead of golf clubs. We could probably pack 5 putters in the back, yes, in the luggage area. Carbon Canyon is in the ICAO is K-Puck. Okay. I don't even know where that is. It's a sexy plane, but I think it's held back by the engine and prop. Is it true that it runs on Jet A? This is one of the only planes that has a female pilot in the I haven't seen too many female pilots. Aerobask's pistons have been around 35 in the past. I'm betting there's a bit of a bump for the X-Plane 12 support. Yeah. What is the DA62 list for right now? Does anyone recall? I need to break out the DA62 again. Okay, so it's a diesel engine, but it takes Jet A. Is it 40? Okay. We're almost to Seal Beach. In fact, we might have time to do old school navigation here. Seal Beach's frequency is it's 115.7. So if we change the nav to 115.7, and we switch that, and we want to do the we're almost there. We want to take the 022 radial So if I sync up my heading bug and go heading mode, and then I dial in the course of, change that to VOR, and change that course to 022. This is old school, right? Slant alpha. And then I'm going to hit nav. I hope I did that correctly. Supposedly I'm going to intercept the 22 radial outbound, and we're going to go to Pomona using VOR Vortag action. Did I do that correctly? I think I did. I did a YouTube video from Carbon Canyon to Salt Lake City. I did? Okay, I don't remember K-Puck. Does Snack Air doesn't own K-Puck, so it must have been interesting. I don't remember that. I don't recall that at all. There's the, it says it's going to make the turn in 9 seconds. Or is that based on the GPS or based on the VOR? It's saying right turn to 025 right now. I'm waiting for that VOR to come in. Come on, come in. Come in. Come on. Come in. There it is. There it is. The Phenom is Aerobask's most expensive plane at 45. Okay, so maybe this will be 54. I don't know. Inflation, though, you know, inflation. Good morning, Twin City Jeff. I thoroughly loved your picture that you put on the Discord. In fact, we're approaching cruise. Still doing slant alpha, but we will go back to, we'll do the GPS cheat way, direct to Pomona, and we'll change the CDI to GPS. Okay, on the Discord, I think it's in this channel. Yeah, check this out. Check it out now. This is his new ham radio pit. Look at that. That's beautiful Yaesu FTDX10, the MFJ tuner, which the FTDX10 has a built-in tuner as well, right? And that beautiful output to the screen. You got the Geochron. I think I'm going to have to get a Geochron now, and I think I'm going to put it right above this screen. And then, of course, the beautiful blue microphone. And look at this. He's watching some streamer over here. That's cool. I dig it. You can see the streamer that he's watching right over there. All right, we're at 13,000 level. It's a very clean setup. Yep. You give it 6 months before it's littered with electronics and unfinished antenna projects. Yep. C206 stationary, good morning. All right, we are direct to Pomona. But we're off. You see how this is off by just a little bit here? That's just off by just a little bit. Why do you guys think that is? Because I guess we're going to go... I guess we're going to redo our direct. And as soon as we redo our... Oh. It didn't move the plane, but it's now lined up. It's off because AP is in roll mode, not nav. Oh. The other thing is my yaw damper's not on. Okay, so how do I get it out of roll mode? Do I just hit the heading? Yeah, and then I do nav, and that takes us back, right? Okay. Thank you. Hit nav again. Thank you. Enter nav mode. Thank you. Amateur hour here. Yeah, oxygen is a real possibility here. I could probably be okay at 13,000 personally because I live at 4,400, and so I probably don't need oxygen. But there is a legal limit. X amount of time above. I thought it was above 14,000 though. You live at sea level. Yeah, 13 would be real hard. I think so. I remember putting on oxygen in the real world with Max when we were flying into Denver, and we kept checking our pulse ox, and we'd slap on that oxygen mask, and yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. But we were at 15,000, if I recall correctly. I don't think there is any oxygen in here, right? It would all be just our little tank. All right. There's a bit of haze down there. Let's turn off some haze. It's got a little bit of blur up there, and I think that has to do with weather. Right now I'm having, there we go. Yeah, weather depiction issues. LA looks more like that. I believe that is Chino Airport should be just right there.